I want to talk about something very close to every entrepreneur and business owner's hearts, and that is the concept of referrals. Referrals are like that perfect cup of coffee, warm, comforting, and the absolutely perfect way to kickstart a day. Except in this case, referrals kickstart your client list. Now let's face it, a glowing referral is better than any paid ad. It comes with a gold stamp of approval that says you can trust this person. And I remember when I first launched my coaching business, I thought referrals would just happen. You know, like those viral cat videos where everyone stops what they're doing to marvel at a kitten sneezing. The spoiler alert though is referrals are not sneeze-worthy kittens. They don't just appear, they're earned. And when you crack the code, referrals become your best marketing tool, cost-effective and ridiculously powerful. But here's the catch. Most of us either forget to ask, we feel awkward about it, or at worst, we treat it like a drive-through order, all rushed and transactional. And guess what? That doesn't work. So today I'm walking you through my referral magic framework, 8 practical, powerful steps to turn happy clients into your personal cheer squad. So grab your coffee or wine or even your journal and your book, and let's dive in. So before we kick off, a couple of stats that will really reaffirm why referrals need to become part of your strategic framework in your business. A referred client is 30% more likely to stay loyal, and they will spend about 5% more over time. 92% of people trust referrals from someone they know. Why? Well, it's because they come pre-packaged with trust and credibility. Think of referrals as your VIP backstage pass. You know, instead of fighting your way through the mosh pit of cold leads where everyone is jostling for attention, you're whisked past the velvet rope straight to the main stage. And a referral is like that. It's your fast track to meaningful conversations and long-term business relationships. This makes referrals the most trusted form of marketing out there. And in today's world where ads pop up faster than you can say skip, word of mouth recommendations continue to reign supreme. They are personal, they are genuine, and they cut straight through the noise. But let's address the elephant in the room. Why don't more of you actively ask for referrals? I reckon there's a few things going on. And over the last couple of weeks, many of my clients have been talking about referrals. This is why I know that these are the 3 things at play that stop us from asking for referrals. The first one is the fear factor. You know, many of you may be worrying that asking for referrals looks needy, it's a bit car yard salesy, it just feels, really awkward, and you don't really want to be that friend that's asking for help. This fear factor around looking needy, being car yard salesy, what am I going to say? How do I approach it? Stops people from doing it. The second thing that I'm hearing is we just forget. In the hustle of delivering great work, the referral conversation often slips through the cracks. And the final thing is there's no system. We have no strategy in our businesses. And without a system in place for referrals can end up as an afterthought, not as a cornerstone of growth, the very thing that they should be. They need to be part of your strategy in the same way that discovery calls, briefings, pitch processes, the sales conversation, delivering the work, doing the recap at the end, it needs to be part of your sales strategy. So does any of that sound familiar? Are you worrying, or are you fearful about asking for referrals? Do you forget? Do you actually have a strategy for them? If any of this sounds familiar, don't worry, because this is what we're fixing today. Let's break down the 8 steps to referral magic. This isn't rocket science, and yet we all forget to do it. But it does require intentionality and a little bit of sprinkling of your magic. So I'm going to take you through those steps, step 1 to 8, get your pen ready, or you can always download the transcript because they're here, and let's get going. So step number 1, identify your raving fans. Your raving fans are those dream clients who genuinely adore what you do. They know the results that you get. And you know who I'm talking about. It's the ones that send you those glowing emails that make you do that happy dance around your office or in your kitchen. They are the people who have experienced transformation through the work that you do. They're already primed to sing your praises. They think you're amazing. And what I would often suggest to my clients is find the top 20%. It's Pareto's rule. 20% of your clients deliver 80% of your revenue, 80% of your joy, 80% of your effort, 80% of your results, transformational impact that you're making. Find those 20% because they are your referral champions, the ones who can't wait to tell others about you. So step number one. Step number two is when you've identified your clients, those raving fans, it's really important that you take the time, and this is why it has to be part of your sales strategy, your client management strategy. It's really important that you confirm the results and you take the time to do that. Before you can ask for anything, it's crucial to celebrate the wins with your client. This is not just about patting yourself on the back. It's about helping your client reflect on their journey and the transformation that you've helped them to achieve. Because here's the thing, people get so busy with their day-to-day that they sometimes forget how far they've come. The other thing that they do is we reset their norms. So where they're at 6 months later, 3 months later, 4 weeks later becomes their new norm, and they immediately start resetting that for their next period of growth. It's our job in the moment to take them back to where they started. This step reminds them of the value you've delivered, and it builds the emotional connection needed for a solid referral. It reminds them how far they've come. It reminds them about the work that you've done, and it reminds them and helps them acknowledge and take notice of the results that they've got. So, for example, you might say, remember, let's go back to when we first started. Do you remember how you were feeling back then? Do you remember what the challenge was? Do you remember when we first started talking, what it was that you needed help with? When clients can see measurable results, when you can go and look at how far you've come, when they can see the measurable results, whether it's time saved, revenue gained, a shift in their team, or reduced stress, whatever it may be, they become more invested in your process. So use specifics, quantify results whenever possible. And don't forget to sprinkle in a little bit of emotion. How does it feel now? How does it feel to have made that shift? How does it feel to have that weight lifted off your shoulders? How does it feel now for you to have got those results? Step number 2 is really important. It's important that you spend time there. I usually time step number 2 in about halfway through whatever the engagement with the client is. Now, step number 3 is about getting curious. This is when the golden question comes in. After confirming the results, you've got to ease into the conversation by asking, given the success we've had together, do you know anyone else who might benefit from the same support, this transformation, getting these same results? Remember, this isn't just a question. What we're doing is actually sharing an invitation. This is an invitation to those raving fans to think about how they can share what they have achieved with someone else. How you frame it matters. I want you to imagine this moment as sharing a great dinner recommendation with a friend. You're excited, it's conversational and authentic, not stiff or salesy. Think about this as wine and dine, not telemarketer at dinner time. Now, I recently had a client who hesitated to ask for referrals because she thought it would come across as pushy. And so what we did is we practiced a more relaxed approach, like having a coffee chat. And her first ask, it made me so happy. Her first ask turned into not just one referral, but 3 warm introductions, just because she kept it natural and conversational. Let's move on to step number 4. Step number 4 is then about asking for the introduction. So step 3 is about getting curious. Do you know anyone? Step number 4 is then getting a little bit more specific, asking for the introduction. This is where the real magic happens. A passive referral of, I'll tell them about you is nice, but I hate that word nice. That an active recommendation is where the gold is. Because when someone actively introduces you, it eliminates the awkwardness of reaching out cold. So if someone goes, yeah, you should reach out to Janine, and that's where the conversation ends, it's more cold, it's more awkward. But if someone, and this moves into the next step, is someone actually says, let me introduce you to Janine, it's much more active. We get more results. It's like having your mutual friend host the party. So all you need to do is show up. So we want active introductions. We want to ask for introductions, which then leads me into immediately step number 5, where we want to take away the pain for the person making the referral. We want to make it easy for them. So let's be real. You are not top of mind for your client. They are not thinking about you. They're not thinking and spending their days working out who they can introduce you to. They are thinking about their day, their responsibilities. Their day is filled with meetings, to-do lists, and maybe even juggling family and other responsibilities. So our job is to take away the pain, take away the heavy lifting, and simplify the referral process for them, make it easy for them. So this is where I will write a short introduction email that I'll send to them to use to make the referral. I may even flick them my LinkedIn profile and a friendly summary so they literally can just forward that on. I might even suggest a joint call or a meeting that they can facilitate over a coffee, lunch, breakfast, etc. I want you to think about this as it's a bit like pre-slicing the cake. Everyone loves cake, but nobody wants the hassle of figuring out how to cut, where to cut, how big the size is. They don't want to look greedy, but we want to do is take out that hassle. So if we've pre-sliced the cake, it's easy just to take a slice. And this is what we want to do for these people that are referring. We want to make it easy. We want to remove the pain. We want to make it effortless, because that will increase the likelihood that they'll actually follow through. Step number 6 is about following up respectively. As I've said, life gets busy. So even the most well-meaning clients, even your raving fans, will forget to follow through. This is where you come in. Following up isn't about being pushy. It's about being helpful. Keep your tone light and friendly. You might go, hey, just circling back on the introduction we chatted about. No rush. Just let me know if you need anything else or what I can do to make it easier for you. Always tie your follow-up to the value that you're offering. Remember to do that. This isn't about you pestering them. It's about helping someone else benefit from your expertise. And as an aside, it helps that client look good too. It helps the referrer look good too. So step number 6. Step number 7, follow through. Nothing kills future referrals faster than inaction on your part. There is nothing I dislike more than making an introduction and then the person that I've referred in does nothing. Once someone makes the effort to introduce you, the ball is in your court. It is your responsibility. Make sure you respond promptly. Reach out to the referral and acknowledge the introduction. Let your client know how much you appreciate it, and share, whatever you do, share any updates or outcomes from the connection. I once referred a trusted vendor to a colleague and they never followed up. You can bet I never referred them again. They're certainly not top of mind. In fact, I found it quite inciting. I found it quite insulting. Your clients are putting their reputation on the line for you. So do not let them down. Make sure you take action. And then the final step, say thank you. Gratitude is your secret weapon. A simple thank you can turn a one-time referral into a steady stream of introductions. It's not just good manners, it's actually good for business. Send a handwritten note. In a world dominated by emails and texts, a handwritten card feels special and personal. You might offer a small, thoughtful gift, a coffee voucher, or a favorite book, or something relevant to your referee's interest can really make that lasting impression. Share a heartfelt email with a specific update. For example, you might go, hey, thanks for your introduction. I've connected to Sarah and we're already working on an exciting project. I can't thank you enough for helping make this happen. It means so much. If there's anything else I can do for you, please let me know. And I just want to reiterate this next level move. Keep, like I've just said there as an example, keep your referee updated on your progress. If you've reached out to the person and you haven't heard back, let them know. Let them know. You might go, hey, Janine, I just wanted to update you. I've reached out to Sarah a couple of times, but I haven't heard back. I just thought you'd want to know because guess what? Your referee will likely step in and give things a little nudge for you. They've already vouched for you. They already believe in you. They already believe that you can help the person they've referred you to, and they'll want to ensure the introduction leads somewhere. Final thought here. Remember, people love to help, but they also love to feel valued and kept in the loop. And by closing the loop with a sincere thank you and regular updates, you're not just showing appreciation, you're nurturing a relationship that could lead to more referrals down the line. When you combine gratitude with consistent follow-through, you're planting seeds for a long-term referral ecosystem that will keep your business growing for years to come. So there you have it, my 8-step referral magic formula. If there's one thing I hope you can take away from today, it's this. Referrals don't just happen. They're earned, it's about you nurturing, and they're fueled by intentionality. So let's quickly recap on the 8 steps. Number 1, identify your raving fans. Number 2, celebrate with those raving fans their wins and confirm their results. Number 3, help your raving fan get curious about who else you could help. Get them to open the door for you for a referral conversation. Number 5, ask for the introduction. Number 6, remove the pain and make it easy for them to make their referral. Number 7, follow up respectfully to keep that momentum going, and make sure you follow through every single time. And finally, say thank you. So here's my challenge for you. Pick one client, just one, who's been singing your praises. Go for it. I want you to implement these 8 steps. It could be as simple as scheduling a quick call to celebrate their progress or drafting a friendly intro email. Small actions lead to big results. And the second thing I would do is put this referral magic process into your client management system. As I said, my referral magic process kicks off around halfway through a client engagement. Make it part of your process. We want to remove the fear. We want to make it easy, and we want to ensure that this becomes part of our ongoing process because referrals will keep your business going over the long term. And here's a little favor I've got to ask from you. If you love this episode, I'd be so grateful if you can share it, if you can refer to this Unleashing Brilliance podcast with someone who you think might need a little bit of referral magic in their life. It could be a colleague, a friend, or even that one person who always meant to start asking for referrals but hasn't yet. Let's spread this brilliance together. And if you've got any questions or any wins, or just want to share how these strategies have worked for you, I'd love to hear from you. Send me a DM through any of the social platforms, or even go old-fashioned snail mail post. I'd love to hear whatever works. I'm here cheering you on every step of the way. Until next week, keep showing up, keep delivering brilliance, and remember, your next big client could already be working in and waiting in your network. All you have to do is unlock the magic. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you next week.